Hello, boys. Welcome. It's a little Christmas treat for you. You guys want to watch some old VHS tapes I got? This is literally playing on a VCR player right now for me.
For
shoot. It is a shoot VCR. It is, let's see. I think this thing's called Midway Rock the House.
Oh, let's go.
It's everything you're saying is working for my brain. Midway VHS. Like, yes.
I love. I'm a big fan of this one. It's let me see if I can dial in this audio just right. Yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of N64 and PlayStation games for winter 1997, available at Toys R Us. They would just send these tapes to your house.
Yeah.
This is
okay.
you know what like influencers do today when they're like, hey, we'll cover your game if you pay us money.
Yeah.
That used to just be Toys R Us. That's how Toys R Us worked.
Trying to think. Okay, winter 97. I'm 13 and I want Twisted Metal 2 for Christmas more than anything.
Yeah, 1997. I was probably like, yeah, I'll rent Mace the Dark Age, whatever.
Hey, were you guys able to like rent stuff on your own? Like when in 97?
Occasionally, here and there, yes.
Wait, I don't know. I don't know how stuff worked back then.
It changed.
You have your own card?
Yeah, I had my own card.
Like a Blockbuster card?
Yeah. You mean like without the help of your parents?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was 6.
Man, I do think that stopped pretty quick after our childhood. Like that didn't last.
You needed
forever.
like an ID, or you need to be a certain age?
Yeah,
or
I think
what?
so.
I don't know.
That's insane. All right.
Top Gear is the good one on a Super Nintendo, and I like this Top Gear rally game.
It's got great music.
Yeah.
On Super.
Yeah, I never played this one, but the Super Nintendo game is great.
Multiple cameras. Fuck
This looks great.
Oh, man.
N64 racing games were like, man, we can render some cars and a lot of fog. That's all you need on the N64.
No, it's an ever-changing weather conditions.
That's right.
Racing games.
Whoa, you see that jump?
I do like this game. This is one I only ever rented, but I like it a lot.
Drive yourself insane. Hell yeah. Games used to be better.
Games used to mean something.
There's a real one.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Ramps and boosts. Yes. Racing games used to be better.
Oh,
San Francisco used to be better.
Guys, I spent so much of the last week just playing old Ridge Racer games. It was incredible. It was the best.
I'm gonna get PlayStation Plus Premium again and play that.
Oh yeah.
Screaming
You get
machines.
Ridge Racer 2 for PSP and Ridge Racer Type 4 on PlayStation. Hey, San Francisco, I recognize that windy trail.
What does that mean? 24 accurately detailed tracks? What does it mean by accurate? Like to like shoot San Francisco?
Well, I mean, that squiggly road was from San Francisco. I mean,
Probably enough for
but
them
it's not
to call
like
it accurate.
they're not doing the like getaway thing where
I
it's
think
like street by street.
You
know?
could probably argue that this was one of the most accurate like tracks for San Francisco in a game up to this point. Now, maybe it didn't last very long.
I guess, yeah.
When did Tony Hawk go to San Francisco?
Oh, Tony Hawk 3, the one where the earthquake makes the freeway fall down and stuff. Tony Hawk 3 would have been around 2001, maybe?
2001, I think, yeah.
Yeah, because that was PS2, yeah.
People, kids are going to watch this and like, San Francisco Rush, that looks bad. Those games ruled. They were
San Francisco
so
Rush
fun.
kicked ass.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, Mace was not great.
not so much.
Yo, it's a mace.
It is.
That's where they get it from.
You can unlock Mace the Rapper in it.
Really? Could you really?
No.
You're working me right now. I would have loved that. I'm like, was he famous enough at that point?
He was very famous at this point.
Yeah.
Yes. This is like peak Mace fame, I think.
So this is Midway seeing Virtua Fighter and being, well, we gotta get in on that.
Wait, what was that fucking chicken? There was that chicken.
There was a chicken.
I could shoot rewind the VHS if you want me to.
Shoot, yeah. I want to see the scan lines.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, is that hot or what? Fuck it. Hey, let's fucking go.
Roll call.
God, we're all
I'm
perverts.
turgid. Yeah.
And chicken now.
Wait.
Now.
That's just a fucking straight up chicken. Amazing. Chicken.jpg.
It's wild how many 3D fighting games came out on the N64, a platform where no one actually was asking for them, but they're like, I guess we can do that. I mean, we can have like 18 polygons, so 9 per character.
I mean, after like Tekken and Virtua Fighter, I think there was just kind of a glut of like, what was the Biofreaks and Criticon and Cardinal Sin and all these shitty, like, it wasn't until like Soul Calibur that like, okay, we're getting real good with these 3D ones.
I mean, that's why Soul Calibur blew me away, because it's like I played all of these pretty much for N64. I was like, man, none of these are hitting. And you play Soul Calibur, like, oh my God, they can be amazing.
Here we go.
Here we go. Now we're cooking here. Won't let you play. Mitch, no one's stopping you from playing this game. Honestly, you should do it on your Twitch stream, and I would absolutely watch that.
No, I need
I'll come to your house, slap the controller out of your hand, be like, no, not allowed.
Of course.
I feel like they had the same text treatment for all of these trailers so far. Just like,
Well, I think it's the
quotes.
Midway. I think it's the text treatment for like the VHS.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't think it's
these
not
are-
like
these are-
individual trailers.
These are VHS exclusive trailers here. These aren't
Yeah.
like
Oh, a bunch of
any
exclusives.
catalog. This was all for the VHS.
Yeah, this isn't
Like
like
that guy
IGN.
riding a dinosaur. Come on.
Dude, this game's insane.
Look at this.
I do want to watch you play this.
Digitized actors.
You would
I
love
need
to
to
watch,
watch
me play
all
this.
of this.
I would. I hate to say it. Probably
Wait,
would be
PlayStation version
funnier-
only.
Probably would be funnier than the Special Forces, but we just wanted to troll you.
I know. Please. That's right. Yeah, you have to be a psychopath to to play that game in Nintendo 64. Like, I think the only good part are the cheesy live action sequences.
Well, no, the gameplay is hilarious and cheap.
Yeah, I played it on N64 because that's what I had, and it was like, it was just a bad game.
So this was this a follow up to Area 51 kind of? I remember. I think
that's Zone 4 or whatever, right?
No, but didn't they have like machines that were like joint Area 51 maximum force machines, like
I mean, it's the
light
same-
gun machines?
It's
definitely
Midway,
the
both
same
Midway,
tech.
right? Yeah, I mean, so
Yeah,
it's-
yeah, and it looks
yeah.
like Area 51.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
sure
right,
this is
you're right,
that
you're right.
team.
I was being very literal and being like, no, this isn't in the Area
No.
51 universe.
No. I just think it was like that team. Man, I
Jan,
love these
when
types
you
of
went to the
games.
arcade, were
Yeah.
like these shooting games still like a big deal?
Time Crisis was huge.
Time Crisis is like the
that
actual
was-
great one, yeah.
That was a jam for a lot of people. But like these specific ones with like digitized people.
Yeah, like the
Lethal Enforcers.
the Aerosmith one. I played that one a
Oh,
million
Revolution
times.
X. Of course, Revolution
yes.
X.
Yeah.
Oh, Music
God,
is
I
the
don't know what
weapon.
you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay.
Oh, Jan, it's amazing.
We should find a way to play those.
There are ways.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And here they are.
This is back when everyone just had made sports games. Midway's like, yeah, we make sports
Yes.
games too. Of course
Yeah.
we do.
Well, I mean, it's not like, of course they made like NBA Jam, but like, well, we have to have a realistic
Right, yeah, that's
one
what I mean, yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, imagine playing this instead of just NBA Hang Time, right?
Uh-huh.
How many people have
Things
played
like
8-player support NBA on PlayStation 1?
Yeah, that's wild.
2 multi-taps?
So I was gonna
8
say, do you
people?
need 2 multi-taps? Yeah, that's
you would have
crazy.
to.
You would need 7 more friends.
Fast Break 98. I really
Not
want to know
these
how many
days.
people played 8-player Fast Break 98.
It's got to be like 1%, like the people at magazines who had all that shit laying around.
Yeah, like
fair.
outside of people who work in the industry in some capacity, I
Right.
can't imagine that happened much.
People like these Wayne Gretzky games, right?
They're pretty
The
good.
64 one was very popular.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I think Hits is the one that eventually was the better than that, but this is a good early arcade hockey game.
That Comic Sans.
I mean, they tried to do the jam and
close.
blitz thing for every sport. So,
Yes.
like NHL Hits, there was MLB Slugfest, and it never really took off the same way Jam and Blitz did.
No.
no.
I tried. I wanted them to, you know?
Of course.
I think we're activating Backlar somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
7.
somewhere.
I like that camera angles is still such like a bullet point for these games.
I was thinking about that like a lot in that 10 seconds, Jeff. Like, wow, we used to just brag about how many camera angles were in a game, huh?
I mean, it was new. That was new.
Yep.
Yo,
know?
the net was on fire. It's
On
hockey. How is that
fuego.
possible?
Absolute fun.
Rock
Is this
star.
how games are made?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
here's
it's-
a video
the
game.
slutty
Oh,
pandemonium.
man.
Yeah, this is where they sexed it up after Pandemonium 1 had too many DreamWorks vibes.
They're like,
Rob, is this the one you played on my Mister?
it's the one I put on your Mister. Yeah.
Okay.
What
Where
the
you went to
fuck is
Goontown.
this?
This
Oh,
is,
this is a 2.5D game called Pandemonium. They're actually pretty good.
yeah. The first one is kind of just like a normal game, and then this one they're like, well, what if she was wearing a crop top and it was kind of Tomb Raider-ish in terms of the sex
What if it was
appeal.
Sexier.
I'll give Jan some old man history here. So you know how like if side-scrolling 2D games were all the rage with your Marios and Sonics?
Yeah.
So once we had 3D technology all of a sudden, and they're like, well, you know, games are side-scrolling, but it's 2.5D
'Cause it's
so it's
3D
like still
graphics.
side-scrolling, but it's with polygons, and it always sucked. Like almost always. Occasionally
No,
there
there's
was
a
a
lot of good 2.5D games.
Oh,
Noah.
yo, I had this.
Oh yeah,
This game was
I love these Rampage games. World Tour is
Yeah.
These
legit
games were kind
fun.
of a big deal.
Yes. They
Everybody
were.
was playing these.
You're right.
I had it.
They
I don't think
called
Rampage could ever make another comeback like
No.
it somehow managed here, though.
Well,
they never did a real 3D Rampage. Like that could be fun.
The movie
And
did
War of the Monsters.
surprisingly
War of the
well.
Monsters was close. Yeah.
Yeah. And even still, we didn't have like some new Rampage
No.
game. It's
Yeah.
like
Hey,
they
a
missed their
3D
opportunity.
destruction game is actually not a bad idea.
Sure.
I mean, I feel like War of the Monsters is pretty much the closest we
Yeah,
got.
you're right, and that's a great game though. And so
Yeah, it is a great
weren't
game.
some of those GameCube Godzilla games okay?
yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some people
Royal
like
Monsters
those a lot.
Melee is fantastic. That's a fighting game, though different.
You can boogie.
Or you can pretend to dance, I guess.
You can hit left and right a bunch.
You know, I will do that.
They called New York Nude Yoke in one of these levels. I thought that was really funny as a 6-year-old.
Man. Now I desperately want to get Rampage for the Sega Saturn. Oh, here we go.
Oh, now we're getting cinematic. All right.
Now let's get Gexual.
It does drive me a little bit crazy when people like talk about these Gex games like they were bad video games. They weren't bad. They were just like disgustingly of their time.
There, yeah.
360 free roaming camera.
There it is.
Right.
Whip
This is
cracking.
not a bad 3D platformer at all.
It actually looks pretty good too.
Yeah, it's fun.
This was in that sweet spot, though, where I told myself I wouldn't play 3D mascot platformers because I was a cool teenager.
Yeah, you were too manly.
Yeah, I play Metal Gear Solid and think about life and philosophy. That's what video games are
Yeah.
supposed to be about. And then I just reverted all the way back. Like, nope, don't want any of that. Just make it dumb as fuck. Let me jump on stuff.
You were too busy rocking the house, Dan. That's what happened.
I was rocking the house pretty hard.
Sizzle reel. It's so wild how much this is
love
basically just a
this.
Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but there's that part where they just showed the one Pandemonium like staff character's face for a while in the montage, and I was, is that worth the rewind? I don't know, but I was just really entranced by it.
Is Rush the best game on that?
Yes.
I mean, Rampage, personally, for me.
I like Rush and Rampage a lot. Rush is a really classic game. It's really good.
It is.
So now here's a Sub-Zero like mini documentary. I there's some fun stuff in here, especially a lot of this stuff.
Oh, man.
There's like some behind the scenes footage that we can watch.
I want to see some green screen.
Yes,
Oh,
you're
look at
gonna get
Raiden.
some green screen. I promise you.
He's just a white dude. So Sub-Zero.
Oh, man, Mitch, we got to do a thing where you play this game.
Let's just make it his next
Oh
one.
my God.
Let's reward
Is
him. He's
that
been a
guy
good boy.
white too?
Wait, Mitch, if we made it your next one, would you face paint like Quan Chi?
No, I'm not gonna face paint.
Just
like,
for one episode, I know you don't like face paint.
For the first one.
Can I just be Sub-Zero?
It's way funnier if you're Quan Chi.
Look, if that's what it takes.
Just one episode.
All right, if that's the agreement we're making here,
God.
But I read a particular book.
you're gonna be like Sting every time before you go on Blake Club. You're doing the face paint in the mirror.
Fine. I'm not shaving for it.
Ninjas are Japanese.
Even better.
Do you
We'll
think?
just get you a shitty bald cap.
Yeah, that'd be really funny.
That claim to be the originator of
Do you
I'm
think
gonna
John
shave my
Tobias knows
head.
here that he's leaving? Like he's like, this is the last fucking Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
game I'm ever gonna fucking make. Fuck this shit.
not a ninja.
I gotta go work on Tao Feng.
Yeah,
Fist
Tao
of the
Feng.
Lotus.
I do love that, like, oh yeah, like Sub-Zero and like Raiden look kind of hokey and cheap here. This is just what Quan Chi looks like even in the new video game.
Yeah.
Because, of
Nailed that in one.
Quan Chi is probably like the post 3 character that I think I like the most.
I think about Quan Chi every day of my life.
I didn't know y'all were such Quan Chi hoes.
I am
Yeah,
Quan Chi
Quan Chi
pilled.
rules.
first Mortal Kombat.
He's fun. And he's
Yeah,
like
he's
fun to
just a
play as
goober.
too.
Yeah, he's just evil sorcerer. He's just like Necromancer, really fully idealized as a fighting game character.
And he's, like,
No one will
sassy
take that archetype
sometimes.
Better. Yeah.
And,
Like he's so like he's so Saturday morning like cartoon villain. It's incredible.
Yeah.
He's probably the best of the post 3. I mean, who else do you have? You have
Yeah, there's
Kenshi,
Chinook. There's
whatever.
who else? Because
Co-creator.
yeah, like I feel like not a lot of the post 3 ones like became like when they make the
I-
movies now, they don't have a lot of post 3
I like Aaron
characters, you know.
Black. the cowboy. Everyone's pretty
It's
cool.
kind of try hard, I think.
Yeah, but he's fun.
What? The
Cassie
the
Cage.
cowboy guy?
Yeah, the anxious millennial cowboy Mortal Kombat fighter.
He's not
Every-
anxious. He's too cool for school.
Yeah, every place needs an anxious millennial cowboy, you know?
That's
Josh.
right. That's why I got Jan.
I interviewed this guy.
Yeehaw.
Josh is great.
Yeah, because I think it was on Midway documentary was coming out. I talked to him. He was very nice.
The insert coin thing.
Yeah, I think it was that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
There's pillars that smash on you.
Man, like this was so close to actually maybe being an all-time great video game.
Was it?
Like,
The idea
looks
was
cool.
The
great.
Idea's good, and then they're like, "What if it just played exactly like a Mortal Kombat fighting game?" Like that was my issue with
okay.
it. You got, I don't know,
Right.
Is that the big complaint against it? Because I just rented it and was
well-
like, "This is a bad idea to have it
I
play
think
like
that
this."
The platforming is super finicky, and they make it like way too hard and precise. And there's a
Right.
lot of like.
Yes.
There's a button to turn
Yes.
around, a separate button,
Yes.
but
Yeah,
like
it's like R1 or something
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
because like because you back up like in a Mortal Kombat fighting game, so they want you to be able to back up and like, no, that you messed up here. You should have completely rethought the fighting mechanics.
in the end of the design process that maybe
And I was at like peak Mortal Kombat obsession when this was coming out. So I was like, oh yeah, I want to get deeper into this lore. I want to like be able to play this in a non-fighting way. Like that sounds awesome. And oh man, so disappointing.
If today you just like said, "Hey, we're gonna make a Mortal Kombat Metroidvania starring Sub-Zero," I'd be like, "Wow, that sounds fantastic."
Yes. Well, I mean,
Absolutely.
Shaolin Monks was fantastic. You know, like
Yes.
that world can work outside of fighting games for sure. They've just not done it a lot.
I like that diagram of explaining what an instant like death pit looks like. By the way. This is where they fall. Like, I wonder if that was actually anything. They're like, okay, we got to pretend like we're talking about game design for this video.
Shut up, looks so stupid.
Yeah, man.
I think there's a secret hidden secret code that's only on this VHS at the end of this whole thing.
Mitch, you could do this face paint.
I would
This is real easy.
be
Yeah.
desperate for this
Hey, look.
face paint. You would look fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm not on the show, but I'll dress up as is this Sindel?
I think so. Yeah.
No,
Looks like
that
young
Yeah,
Under
I'll dress
Sindel.
up as Sindel too, Mike, in solidarity.
that's not Sindel. That was Serena or something. They said
Okay.
Sindel would never.
Oh, okay.
Composite 3D graphic images behind the actors so that it just looks like
Yeah. Let's go back
Grub,
to
what
this.
if this inspired the thing that the Mandalorian uses?
Oh, yes. This is the first. God, what's that called? The vision, the vestibule,
The foundation, something
Yeah.
like that.
the volume. There you go.
Volume.
God, this Party City costume that the main character is wearing.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
This is all pretty impressive, though. Like,
Yeah, they went for it. It's a big swing. Swing and a miss, but a big swing.
Yes.
in there, but and it's a very privileged thing.
Is this supposed to be Bihan Sub-Zero or his younger brother?
Well, Noob would have existed at this point, so this would be Bihan. Or
But I think it might be a prequel.
go through these different worlds?
I don't
oh,
think it takes place after
oh,
Mortal Kombat 3, even though it's big
gotcha. Okay.
That you have to
I'm not
fight
sure.
to be able to get to
Oh, I like that water guy.
I think in playing the game, it's kind of
Mitch, I have made many people play this game over my life, and I've never seen past the second level.
a lot of
I'll
fun.
do it.
I would
That's
love.
the thing too. Like, look, I'll be miserable, but you know, I could be.
Yes, you-
That's
No,
what
yes,
I want.
definitely.
I do want to see it. I
Me
really
too.
do want to
See
see
the
it.
whole thing.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yep. All right. But okay. So agreement.
You
handshake
guys-
over the
Yeah,
like
handshake.
you'll do the face paint.
Just
I'll
one
do the face
episode.
paint once. Otherwise, you better send me. If you want me to do something every time, you better send me a Sub-Zero mask or something.
you guys realize this is Dan getting out of his turn again.
No, it's
No,
not
no, no,
next.
Dan's
We
turn
didn't
is
say anything
next.
about that,
oh,
Jan.
did we say that? Did we shake on that?
Absolutely
oh,
not.
We did not.
Oh, that's fun if that's
Still
what
next,
happens.
just when it's my term, like, you know, summer 2024 or whatever. That'll be faster than that.
It'd be early spring, right? Well, I don't know what mine is, so.
Yeah, it's a mystery.
Straight down, hit a canopy, and land safely.
Oh, we're getting tips.
Yeah, see, I haven't
Oh,
seen
hell
any of
yeah.
this shit, and it looks like bullshit.
Right. Like the idea of like, oh, you have to land on the canopy. It's like
Well,
you couldn't see the fucking canopy.
Yeah.
You saw
No
how far back
indication.
he got pushed every time he got hit there,
Yep.
right? Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Into instant death hammers.
And you'll immediately go into a two-hit combo.
What is Tobias up to now?
Thing to do is to take your
I don't know.
I don't know.
Also,
Just being rich, retired.
I hope
I hope
so.
he still gets Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
money, right?
at the end of the game.
Is it a combo if it's just two hits?
Was, you know,
I guess a
yeah.
1-2 combo. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Level
yeah,
one.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Punch, you
1-2
know?
punch.
Totally.
Okay.
sometimes if there's an inventory.
In which you do level up, there is an experience thing. You level up and get new moves.
I just like in the Jax game.
Exactly. You'll be right at home. Oh man, I'm excited to watch you. You know what? Why don't we just skip mine and get to this? We're all excited about Mythologies, right?
This is the part everybody hates. I think right here. I think a lot of people die there.
I think that might be the second
I
level.
think it's the second level. I remember renting it and playing that.
Because Fujin the Wind God, and I was at a party once, and this game was
With
there.
Fujin
and I
the
made
Wind
Tim
God?
Turry, like, yeah. No, I was at Tim Turry's place like 15 years ago, and I was like, Tim, we got to see you beat this, because we'd done the replay episode, and that was it. And I was like, let's beat it tonight. And I watched him, and he could not get past the second level. The Fujin Wind God fight sucks ass.
Man, okay.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna do it.
You have to dress up as each boss each episode.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
Wind
I'll dress
God
up
Mike
as
Minotti.
Fujin.
All the hidden secrets in that game.
Fujin rules.
He does that on his own time.
Learned from that game.
That is a good arcade cabinet. I'm not a big fan of 4, but that big-ass Quan Chi and fire on the side.
Yeah, I follow the
I
Daily
just-
Pics of Quan Chi account on Twitter just so I can see this every day.
I've been seeing a lot of reassessing of Mortal Kombat 4 lately. Like when I was growing up, I thought that that's just supposed to be a bad game and barely played it. Now a lot of people are like, it's fine.
It's better than a lot of like the Mortal Kombats that came right afterwards. That kind of I think the PS2
Really?
era
You know,
pretty.
No, I like the PS2
like the
era.
PS2
Deadly
era
Alliance,
one.
Deception. Not big on
well, it's
Armageddon.
better than
but
Armageddon, probably.
Yeah, Armageddon's
I like
weak.
I like 4 a lot.
That's fine.
4 is the one I played the least of, for sure.
First, yeah. Well, Mortal Kombat versus DC.
No, I reviewed that, so I played the shit out of that.
Jeff, I'm sorry I yelled at you because I didn't like your opinion.
No, that's right. I get it.
In the Mortal Kombat universe.
Which time?
Yeah.
I was like, how dare you speak poorly of the PS2 era Mortal Kombat games? It's funny, everybody calls those the PS2 era Mortal Kombat games. I have never played any of those on a PS2.
Right.
I would never.
Remember when I moved to Minneapolis the first time, I left the Mortal Kombat 2 machine I had at my place that my dad moved into. So my dad suddenly had a Mortal Kombat 2 arcade machine in his living room, and he was so embarrassed. He's like, what if I bring a lady home and she's not going to sleep with me because she's going to see this dorky shit in my corner? So instead of getting rid of it or selling it, he just put a blanket over it. So it just looked like this like sarcophagus in his living room with a body-sized thing covered up. It's like, yeah, Dad, that looks a lot better than just like a badass Mortal Kombat 2 machine. No, she's gonna think I'm a dork.
I think there's post credits. Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh, what do we got going on here?
And I'm gonna
Cribs?
take you inside and we're gonna go on a little tour and we'll meet a lot of
Look at how baggy this shirt or jacket is.
Man, it was the style of the time.
and these are all the
Yeah.
games we play. We got a few people working on a off-road, looks like, here in the back. Maybe you can get a peek at them.
She's never seen a camera.
Does she live inside that machine?
Into our,
She's been
office
hiding
area.
from the police for so
We're
long.
actually editing the video you're watching. How you doing, Chris? There's myself on the screen
Uh-oh.
there. Chris is doing
Oh, no.
editing on
This tape is
the video
self-destructing.
that you're watching.
I like it. It's getting
Man.
crunchy. Whoa.
Here we go.
This is appropriate. Wasn't Carlos Pacina? Didn't he play the ninjas in the original Mortal Kombats?
I think you would know better than any of us, Dan.
Let me see.
Digitizing for the Mortal Kombat games, ladies and gentlemen. This is.
I mean, how hard would it be for us to get digitized and have like Mortal Kombat animations for each of us?
They
I
scanned
would
Dan
love
already?
that. Yeah, I would love
imagine-
that.
Oh, we're getting the code for the
Imagine
door.
a dance idol.
Sorry, Carlos Pacina was Raiden in
Okay.
Mortal Kombat 1 and 2.
You know, when you work in computers, everything's got to be clean and pristine. You can't be slobs about anything. When you see guys jump flipping and doing somersaults in Mortal Kombat, they do it off this trampoline. And the reason why we use it is because
Wow, I can't believe they
you
cheated.
know, a lot of times you got a motion capture.
I love the footage of them using the studio with all the wrestlers, like when like Undertaker is in the studio, but he had to like have like a red strip on his hat and gloves because like the purple would fuck with the green screen or whatever.
Oh,
like,
sure.
Just weird footage of like Bret Hart in a video game studio. It's great.
Door was open.
I've never been
Here's
able
our
to play
costume
enough
room.
of
This
the
is where,
Midway
we
WrestleMania
costume
game, and it's
make
always fun when I can. But
bring
like,
one
I want to
over.
like
We got
really
see
dig deep into
Scorpion's
that.
costume.
They're very
We've
goofy.
got, Shinnok's
I
costume.
love it.
How do you think
I love it.
Shinnok's
You're-
costume
if you're
smells
like-
like?
Here's Raiden's,
If you're HBK and you attack people, like hearts start flying out of them
Yeah.
and stuff.
mask.
Yokozuna's pulling like fish
Now
out of his
we're
pants.
Making our way into the catacombs. And as
Wait,
you can see,
Kia. Okay, so Kia, I think was the girl that we thought was Sindel because that's Carrie Hoskins who played Sonya. So I think they just took the Sonya actress and had her play
Yeah,
the Kia
probably.
character.
Office, so here we go.
This is where the split happens. How dare you come into my
Well, they seem
office?
to be in the middle of a deep thought here, putting together a video. And they're not too
Dan
amused, so
Forden,
we'll
that's the
just leave
toasty
them.
guy.
And here's our good friend Eddie
Toasty.
Ferrier. He's
Jim Ryan, he's the director of PlayStation.
Oh.
Wow. Humble
is that-
beginnings for Jim.
No way.
What's the best game you ever played?
CM
Well, maybe he's
Scrunts,
really good at
that-
fighting.
Here we've
Does
got the
CM
Godfather,
Scrunts have a
the
relationship to
doctor of
CM
video
Punk?
games, Eugene Jarvis, creator of all, some call him God.
What? That's the only other time I've seen another person, CM Blake. What the hell is that?
That was the guy that knocked a stack of monitors onto Ed Boon and then got fired.
I'm not sure how many people know Sub-Zero's fatality in Mortal
I was going to
Kombat 4,
describe like
but his fatality
the rhetoric
involves
behind the
pushing three
fatality.
buttons at the same time.
It'd be cool if we killed guys in cool ways.
Nobody even knows. I haven't told anybody that one.
Yes, there are fatalities in this game. There are only a couple different circumstances where Sub-Zero can do a fatality. And, we
This is
don't
good to
like
know.
giving away clues or hints anywhere. But
Shut off the tape.
just
Mitch is
for
learning too
people
much.
Watching this tape, in the map room in the temple,
me your secrets.
Sub-Zero can perform a fatality against Scorpion if you stand about an arm's length away from him and you push forward, down, and forward, and then push high punch. Sub-Zero will.
Oh.
perform
Are you doing this, Grub, or is the tape getting funky?
I'm trying to stop it. No, it's the tape getting funky.
I mean,
Hell
it's just
yeah.
the input for his Mortal Kombat 1 fatality. Forward, down, forward, high punch.
Stupid.
All right, cool. I got one more tape. You guys want to watch it?
I'd
Yes.
love to.
All right, I'm gonna
Yes.
get it.
Okay.
Actually,
I
you know
wrote
what?
it down. I got it.
You got it there. All right, good for you.
Yeah. I got the input. Yeah, we're good. I'm ready for that fatality now when I play.
Don't lose that note, Mike.
All right, let me share this
won't.
with you guys, and then we'll be good.
Oh, this was not a VHS. Wow.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, I thought I had this as VHS. I have the case for it somewhere, and then I got it open, and instead was a Video Smarts little letter sounds tape that you would put into like a special VCR from the 80s, and it would like play like a VHS kind of video game sort of thing. So that's
Ouch.
not Starfox, but there's the
Nice.
case for this right there.
I guess I'll show it and pretend like it is. or
Yeah.
I
something.
wonder if my address is on here somewhere. No, that must have been on the outside. All right, yeah, I'm gonna hit play. Let's watch this one. This one's not as long, but it's buck wild. This is what Nintendo thought back then. Like this.
Are you recording
And now,
again?
your
Yes, I am.
feature
Thank you for asking.
presentation From Nintendo Power.
You guys are hearing it?
Oh, yeah.
It's this one.
Yep.
Yes.
The eagle has landed. I repeat, the eagle has landed.
I'm on him.
This is how we got our game news back then.
Yep.
They mailed this video to your house. It was a better time.
It's like my job is a sham. I liked it better. It was like this.
We could mail VHSs to people's houses.
Can we just? Is that a viable business model these days?
Oh, I didn't say that.
I think we should make it a viable business model.
Bit boy, we'll ask the questions around here. Do you have to talk into that thing?
Word on the street is you got a new Nintendo 64 game coming out.
Could you be a little more specific?
Why don't we kidnap more people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like the idea, like, be more specific, as if there wasn't one N64 game every 3 months. Like that.
Yeah.
You want to know about Star Fox 64?
It's like a bad Tom Cruise impersonator.
Tom Cruise.
They're
is-
all a bad
What?
impersonator of some actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's David Putty over there on the left.
Plumber boy here.
I was going to say Brendan Fraser.
Sure.
Fucked up. This is fucked up.
What are you guys doing with the video?
Nintendo put this out.
Yes.
A video with Mario getting his head crushed in a torture device.
By henchmen
By
in Sega
Sega.
and Sony shirts.
Imagine if a Nintendo directed this.
Dan, I want for us so badly to be able to get those Sega and Nintendo spinners.
This seems easy to
we
make.
could remake that.
Yeah.
So easy.
The Fox
That'd be
team
incredible.
includes Fox McCloud. And
People don't talk about this game enough. This is a great fucking game.
People don't do
Talk about this game
voiceover
all the
like this enough.
time.
I'm gonna go back. It's time to get back into Star Fox in a big way for me.
is sent on missions
This
I
one
don't
in
know.
particular. This game invented Rumble.
Yes. I mean, this game was so good that Star Fox kind of had nowhere to go from here, and it was a problem.
Oh, it has sucked since this.
Includes Rumble Pack controller.
Yeah.
That rule.
Big ass box.
I mean,
I sense some tension behind Sega and Sony guy.
Oh yeah, they love each other.
like sexual tension? What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Well, the Sega guy is going to die in about 3 years.
He doesn't look great here either. That's pretty.
That's true.
Whoa, okay, that's very cool.
And for battles on land,
yeah, this game's fun.
The Landmaster.
Totally brand new vehicle that
the Landmaster was actually great.
That roll.
Yep.
Yes.
That's so good.
That's so stupid.
I was not as hot on the submarine, but I'm glad it had it.
That's exactly how I felt. Like it was like, oh man, sweet, the submarine. And then you play, you're like, oh, I don't care about it as much, but it was always exciting to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that level was hard to get to, if I'm remembering.
Yes, it
correctly.
is.
Like,
It
I would always
is.
play the Landmaster. I don't think I would always get the submarine in my runs.
Right.
Well, the Landmaster itself is fun, and then also the train, the level is so cool.
Yeah,
You know.
That's right. Yeah, the train level.
Yeah, it's a great one. And you have to hit all the switches to like get the alternate exit. Like this game kicks ass.
This really is the coolest game out there.
You guys.
The guy's like, all I've got is Burning Rangers. Oh no.
There's more. Yeah.
I know what I'm getting y'all for Christmas now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, look at how they look at each other.
Yeah. It's like R2D2 and C3PO.
Is Second Guy standing on something, or is he actually that much taller?
It was like the Vince and Andre shot.
What are they doing?
Oh hell yeah.
Things used to be better.
games were better.
Glad you could join us. Bob, your test fighter pilot just spilled his guts about Starfox 64.
Peter, you didn't tell him about the Rumble Pack, did you?
Yeah.
Bob. You just.
I did.
He's just eating pizza.
Make me.
With pleasure.
It.
Look at your little plumber boy now.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is where Kane and Shane McMahon had the idea. Electrocute Mario's nuts.
That's enough. That's enough. All right. This is
Yeah.
He just carries that on him.
Uh-huh.
big reason why Star
I wore this uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass for 3 years.
coolest cinematic gaming experience there is.
Cinematic.
With a
This is what led to D-Box.
That's right.
players feel.
You gotta feel like you're there.
Starfox 64 is a lot of good things, but cinematic is not what I think of.
Actually lets players feel the game?
Like you're actually in the cockpit?
Daddy magic.
That's impossible.
Actually,
It's his dad.
Hook it up.
my uncle worked at Sony.
I want to feel this myself.
He's gonna put it right on his balls.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who amongst us?
Man, it was really satisfying just putting that thing into that N64 controller. Huh?
Oh, definitely,
Yeah.
yes.
I did that this weekend.
I actually felt it.
I told you.
It's like a Smells Like Teen Spirit sound alike.
It sounds
I
like
think
it,
so,
right?
yeah.
Also, to be clear, these actors are holding the N64 controller the wrong way.
Of course they are.
Oh, are they going with the D-pad grip that
Yep.
no one ever
Yep.
uses unless you're playing
Yeah,
No
and
Mercy?
they're stretching for it. Yep, look.
That's the Benny. That's the Caravella mode they're doing.
Yo, that's how I held it too. Maybe that's why I didn't like anything.
Dan, you don't have to admit that.
Yeah, we can edit that out.
I thought this was a safe space.
No,
No, you're wrong.
But
Absolutely
like,
not.
what if like our bosses find out? Like, you know,
My
I'm going to
God.
lose your job for this.
This is fantastic.
Jeff, no.
Can you play this on Sega Saturn?
Nope. Only
You can't play a lot of things on Sega Saturn.
No, you can play Rampage though.
You can.
Nope. Only on Nintendo.
PlayStation will be just fine without this. Though.
Yeah, they had Colony Wars, so they'll be fine.
Yeah, and the Independence Day game.
Yeah, sure.
They had that Japan-only Gamera game.
Yeah.
Yep. Check this out.
Did any of these people work at Nintendo Power?
I don't know.
You would think, but maybe not. Maybe they're actors. They might actually be paid actors. Oh man, this is they're having a good year.
Wait.
Oh, that's right. This game. Was
Can you
called
go
just now
back?
in
Can you go back a
64.
little bit to the
Yeah.
GoldenEye multiplayer thing?
Yeah, give me a second.
And can you pause when we see that one guy in the white suit's face? Because was that back when, like, yeah, that guy.
Oh, look at that.
Because I
Okay.
feel like, wasn't there a time where they wanted the different bonds to be in the game, but they had to take them
Is that
out for
what we're
licensing
seeing?
reasons? Is that because I don't remember that face? Is that like a Dalton or
that face? I don't
Roger
recognize
Moore
that
or
face
something,
either.
or-
Yeah, I'm not
More
sure.
even, yeah, interesting. I mean, just odd job in the bottom left for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Stop screen looking, guys. Shit.
Interesting. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's Connery. That's Connery.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Holy shit.
It's interesting. Okay.
I think that's the Connery Bond. Yeah.
That's wild.
Wow. Yoshi's Story.
Just show 64, you mean? At this point, I like this game a lot as a kid, even though it's simple. I played through it a ton.
Yeah, but Mischief Makers, that's real good.
It's great.
It should be on NSO like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, San Francisco.
Yeah.
I drove
text
by
on
that
the side
yesterday. What? Did you see that logo on the side of the truck? What was that supposed to be? Oh man, I love Grippy on Super.
Yeah.
But I wasn't hot on Winning Run, and then this one never really did it for me.
No, the N64 baseball games were always so kind of ugly.
Oh, look at this. Ugh.
Yeah.
God.
Aero Fighter Assault.
Oh my god, there's 5 frames a second. That's this again.
Yep, Top Gear Rally.
And it is rare that a 64 game not made by Nintendo looks and runs good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this game is awesome. International Superstar Soccer 64. This is this turned into Winning 11 and Pro Evolution Soccer. Me and my brother would play this all the time, and he would do this move where he goes, "It drives me crazy," and then he would do the juke move back and forth to the sound of that song, and he would always get past me, and I'd get really mad. I think I hit him a couple times.
Wow, look at that! That look at Ocarina was crazy. It was just called Zelda 64, and he had like, the different color palette. He had the brown sleeves and stuff.
Was that the famous Space World demo? Was that
that
was 64? Was that Wind Waker? Oh, and then they changed it to the Cell thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah. There was a Zelda 64 that was way different than Ocarina of Time turned out to be.
That's the Starfox 64 Player's Guide.
I think I had that.
Everything you need to know about the game.
It would actually be a handy guide because there are a lot of like really weird things you have to do. Like, fly under these 4 gates to go to the alternate path.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, a lot of those guides were very useful back then.
Yeah. You kill over 250 enemies and fly under these things. Where does that go now?
All right, you want to go?
A lot of 64
Yeah.
games
It definitely just goes to Nintendo.com now.
See.
StarFox64.com.
No, this is the site can't be reached. Can we buy StarFox64.com?
Nothing's stopping us.
Yeah.
Ooh, for game rate,
I think
weird.
that number. I think I've called that number in recent years. I think that still goes to Nintendo.
That's incredible. All right. Well, hey, boys, thanks for hanging out with me to discuss video games that happened in 1997, apparently.
That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Talk about video games from 1997.
That was fun. I'll find some more of these tapes. There were a handful more. What was the other one? There was a Donkey Kong Country one.
The DK, it was Donkey Kong Country. That I've got that. It's literally like 20 feet from me right now. It's the one that's just covered in bananas, and it's like them sneaking in to see the. It's like, oh my god, it's like 3D graphics on the Super Nintendo. No one's gonna need a PlayStation.
All right, well maybe we can do that again sometime. This was fun. I like watching this old bullshit. All right, hey, if you're watching this during the holidays, happy holidays. Hope everyone stays safe. We got more stuff happening on the site. Definitely check out our Game of the Year lists and all that stuff. You can go to giantbomb.com for that. Mike, Jan, Dan, thanks for hanging out, guys.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Hip, hip,
Anytime.
Till next time, hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray.
Hip hip hooray. Oh wait, I can't. I'm just flipping you off if I do that. I can't.